The Wizards released their 19-man training camp roster on Thursday, including their 2 players signed under 2-way contracts and 2 veterans joining the team on training camp invites. Devin Robinson of the University of Florida and Michael Young of Pittsburgh are the 2 two-way players. They were signed as undrafted free agents following the 2017 NBA draft. Under the NBA's new system of two-way deals, they will spend the majority of their time in the league with an allotment of 45 days at the NBA level. The 2 veterans on training camp invitations are combo guard Donald Sloan, a 5-year NBA veteran who played last year in China, and Carrick Felix, who last played in the NBA in 201,314 with the Cavs and spent last year with the Long Island Nets of the league. Here is the full roster: PG John Wall, SG Bradley Beal, SF Otto Porter, PF Markieff Morris, E Marcin Gortat, C Ian Mahinmi, PF Jason Smith, PG Tim Frazier, SF Kelly Oubre, PF Mike Scott, SG Jody Meeks, PG Tomas Satoransky, SG Sheldon Maxey, Daniel Achefu, PF Chris McCullough, SF Devin Robinson, PF Michael Young, PG Donald Sloan, SG Carrick Felix. Wizards training camp begins September 26 in Richmond, Virginia. For a full training camp preview, check out our Wizards Tip-Off podcast-related podcast Genier on getting his jersey retired. Scroll down for more Wizards stories. Markieff Morris won't be available for the Wizards for 6 to 8 weeks as he recovers from surgery to repair a sports hernia. He underwent the procedure today. The team released the following statement with the news. Wizards forward Markieff Morris underwent surgery today to repair a sports hernia. The procedure, which went as expected, was performed by Dr. Michael Brunt at the Barnes-Jewish Hospital Center for Advanced Medicine in St. Louis, Mo. Morris will begin the rehabilitation process immediately and is expected to miss approximately 6 to 8 weeks. Originally, when the surgery was reported, Morris was expected to miss at least the beginning of Wizards training camp, which begins next week in Richmond, Virginia. More Wizards NBA to tweak rules on controversial fouls. The latest timeline, however, extends the forward's absence into the regular season, which begins in a little under 4 weeks on October 18. Morris seems likely to miss the Wizards' first West Coast road trip, including the contest against the Warriors on October 27, and could be sidelined for the November 3 home game against the Cavaliers. The Kansas product cemented himself as the starting power forward for the Wizards, averaging 14 points and 6.5 rebounds per game last season. The 28-year-old sets a physical tone on defense and brings a veteran presence to the locker room as well. Backup forward Jason Smith will likely get the most minutes filling in for Morris, but coach Scott Brooks could take a look at new addition Mike Scott or play Otto Porter and Kelly Oubre together more. Here are 5 things to know about Wizards training camp. Invite Carrick Felix. For their full training camp roster, click here. 1. A 6'6", 210-pound guard, Felix spent the 201,617 season with the Long Island Nets of the league, now known as the League. There he averaged 9.1 points and 3.9 rebounds per game, while shooting 43.7% from the field and 24.7% from 3. 2. Felix played 1 season in the NBA back in 201,314 with the Cleveland Cavaliers, while LeBron James was in Miami. Felix appeared in just 7 games for the Cavs, averaging 2.7 points and 5.4 minutes a night. Felix, 27, hasn't played in an NBA game in 3 years and 5 months. 3. After those 7 games with Cleveland, Felix spent the rest of his time in the Cavs organization playing in the league. They then traded him to the Utah Jazz in July of 2014, and the Jazz cut him that October before the season began. He waited nearly 3 full years for another shot in the NBA, one has now getting with the Wizards. 4. He started Arizona State University before the Cavs drafted him in the 2nd round in 2013. Felix was second-team ALL-PAC-12, on the PAC-12 All-Defensive Team, the PAC-12 Scholar Athlete of the Year, and a first-team PAC-12 All-Academic Team honoree. 5. Felix finished his degree early at ASU, graduating with a BS in Communications in 2012. He then earned his master's degree in Liberal Studies the same spring he was drafted. Related: what NBA 2K18 got right about the Wizards? Scroll down for more Wizards stories.